Thank you. How much does each taxpayer owe to cover our current $30 trillion debt, not $24 trillion?
And I'm sorry, I have 22.3, so I'll correct myself downward since we're using different numbers. Again, we don't calculate the debt by person, including my
Reclaiming my time,
5-month-old.
excuse me, Director. The answer is $242,500 per taxpayer in America. Now, you may have been on track with some of these answers if your numbers were correct with the $30 trillion debt that we actually are at right now. But I would have hoped that you would have the correct answers in your position to all of these questions, as the president and this regime really should keep this debt at the forefront of our thinking in proposing a budget. But this budget that was created is proposed to spend another $5.8 trillion this fiscal year and $73 trillion over the next 10 years. And sadly, it's pretty apparent that you're more concerned with continuing to spend trillions of dollars of taxpayer money on liberal wish lists rather than doing anything substantive to rein in wasteful federal government spending. Now, I've said multiple times, the federal government does not have a revenue problem, it has a spending problem. Now, Director Young, Biden likes to say, show me your budget and I'll tell you your values, so let's see what Democrats really value. The word military appears 26 times in this budget, but gender, it's used 43 times in your budget. Equity, well, that's used 75 times. And climate is used 187 times in this budget. And Americans sure do understand what Democrat priorities are and their values. They know that the real cost of these woke policies and so-called values are impacting them. And the bill has come due for these bad Democrat policies. Proposing to spend trillions of dollars on more woke wants, not needs, is absolutely shameful, and really you should be embarrassed to be testifying today and trying to defend this $5.8 trillion budget.
Here we see Lauren Boebert and this budget official going at it in Congress, and she's kind of exposing the fact that this official hasn't really done her homework and doesn't really know about these economic principles like inflation. And this is a major problem because the Biden administration is in power right now. The people who they appoint and the people who they choose to run the economy and run these very powerful departments in our government, their decisions and their base of knowledge matters immensely because they're in charge of making decisions that affect us all. And this was a very disappointing display here, I thought, during this, while Boebert was grilling her. It did not really inspire a lot of confidence in me, in our officials, in her in particular, but we know that there's a ton of Biden appointed officials in our government who are more concerned with equity agendas and quotas and woke ideas and implementing those than actually doing their jobs and doing their jobs in a way that is serving the American people and not just serving some kind of left-wing fantasy. So anyway, I thought Lauren Boebert did an amazing job here. Let me know what you guys thought of the clip in the comments, and thank you for watching.